Imagine you're walking towards a wall. Before you can touch that wall, you must first travel half the distance to that wall. Then, before reaching that halfway point, you must travel half of that distance, and so on and so forth. Mathematically, this series never reaches an infinite sum, implying that you will never actually reach that wall, despite moving continuously towards it. This is known as dichotomy's paradox. This is why you should always... What if I told you that you will never die? Let me explain why. If there are an infinite number of things that can happen at every moment in your life, then there are an infinite number of timelines that run parallel to the one that you are consciously aware of right now. That being said, the timelines that you will never be conscious in are the ones in which you are dead. Conventional thought says that the end of your timeline in the physical plane is your death. There is another possibility. What if your conscious is not statically in one timeline, but vibrating through all parallel timelines at once? There will always be an infinite number of them in which you are conscious in, and an infinite number of them in which you are now dead. You are only ever going to be aware of the ones in which your consciousness persists. Can you be your own grandpa? Let me explain. Suppose you marry a widow who already has a grown-up daughter, and your father marries the widow's grown-up daughter. Now, the widow's daughter becomes your mother. Since your mother's mother is your wife is also your grandmother. As the husband of your grandmother, you become your own grandfather. You might be a multi-dimensional traveler. Let me explain. What if every time we sleep and we're dreaming about ourselves, we're actually going to another alternate universe and we're living as the alternate version of us? So, by sleeping and going in on the dream phase, we get to universe hop, and maybe if we're awake, an alternate version of us is asleep and dreaming and living this beautiful moment.